compulsive liar? Okay. Okay, before I get started, Duncan's already told us about all the people who've travelled from around the world. We've also got many languages here, so I'm going to need a bit of help about how to structure this speech. All of those who speak Arabic, can you please put your hands up?
Ahlan wa sahlan.
There's always one, isn't there? Right. How many of that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we can't forget him. You're 2. Alright, 8. How many of you speak Creole? Very good, very good. But that's still only half of you. Alright. Plan B. I should start by saying some thank yous. Thank you very much to Duncan for his wonderful words earlier. I feel very guilty about my carbon footprint now. I'm just as bad as everybody else. Thank you to John for his brilliant speech. I've also learned from John that I cannot stray from this wooden marker here, otherwise you won't hear me. And a singular mention should also go to our beautiful bride Naomi and both sets of parents for arranging what has truly been a beautiful ceremony. Right. And of course, to our beautiful bridesmaids. Don't they look absolutely gorgeous? And to young James, and Elliot, and Greenbearer, we won't call him Frodo, but we couldn't have done it without you. And of course, to everybody who's travelled far and wide to be here today, a very warm welcome. So I think that just about covers all the acknowledgements. Oh yeah, jeez, see ya. Thanks for turning up, mate. We really can't do these wedding things without you. Going through important things. Okay, before I go too far into this, I would like to ask the bride to put her right hand on the table. I would like to ask the groom to place his right hand atop her right hand. Please keep them there. You're probably wondering what this is all about, but I'll come to that at the end. Okay? Don't move, I'm watching you. Fine. Ladies and gentlemen, a wise man once said to me that a best man's speech should only be as long as the groom can make love. Thank you all, and I'll... In all seriousness, ladies and gentlemen, I've known Ziad for many years, and in some ways you could say I've been a father figure to him. I've watched him drink from a bottle. I've watched him stagger around naked. I've watched him crawl. I've undressed him. I've even cleaned up after him. And I'll tell you what, that was only last weekend. Honestly say that in all the years I've known Ziad, no one has ever questioned his intelligence. In fact, no one's ever really mentioned it. But I remember some years ago, we must have been about 9 or 10 years old. He came to me with an idea for a new project. Now, what would you say your average 9 or 10-year-old was into? You know, games like Lego, toys like Transformers, you know, sports like skateboarding. I thought he'd found a new fishing spot, or some new tricks to try with our BMX bikes. But no, says Brandon, I've got a good idea. I want to build a rocket ship. No, not a little replica model or anything. A working rocket ship, and those will see that this is possible. And he was serious. So a couple of weeks later, we divvied up the task and said, fine, let's task with this thing. But he came to school and he was a little bit upset. And a really forlorn look on his face, and he said, "Not happy today." So I went up to him, "What's the matter?" "It's the fuel. Dad won't give me enough pocket money to buy the liquid oxygen." He knows it's true as well. Look at him. I've never said thanks to Mr. Ham before, but he probably saved our lives. As you all probably know, Ziad grew up in Freetown, Sierra Leone, which probably explains his love of water sports, the outdoors, fishing. He's a keen fisherman. You know, along with half the Russian trawler fleet, he's cleared half the fish from Sierra Leone's waters. Mimo, you're also responsible, don't hide. But it's also one more tie, just one more tie that binds Ione and Ziad. When he goes kneeboarding at the weekends, chances are she's not far behind. She's probably up front driving the boat, knowing her. So, he spent his teenage years and his early 20s in Bournemouth. Back in the Oasis years, you could find Ziad on a beach during the day, working in a bar in the evening, drinking with his friends at night. Some things haven't changed much, have they? But back then I was studying in Hertfordshire, but we'd always keep in touch. Distance wasn't really going to come between us. In fact, every Tuesday night at about 3 a.m, religiously, Ziad would be staggering home after a few shandies, and his route would take him past the fun box. Flush with a few pennies after the evening's kebabs, Ziad would decide to phone a friend, because the temptation was too great to resist. There's a famous comedian in Sierra Leone who Ziad does a really good impression of. And there's something special about getting a rendition at 3 a.m. when you've got a 9 a.m. lecture the next day. Ziad, would you like to share that with us?
Hello, Brandon!
Yes, Ziad, is that you?
Yes?
Are you drunk again?
No?
You know, I occasionally made my 9 a.m. lecture, but thanks to him. There was one evening where I wasn't in, and my housemate picked up the phone, and he just launched into it regardless. He was still shaking when I got home an hour later. She hasn't recovered yet. But in truth, he's one of the warmest-hearted, most generous people I have ever known. And I'm really proud to be called your friend, and to stand here today as your best man. I believe that marriage is a wonderful thing for Ziad. It will teach him loyalty, self-restraint and control. And it will develop in him a sense of responsibility. Fair play. And so many other qualities he just wouldn't need if he just stayed single. But I don't think Ione has any surprises left in store for her. After all, she knows Ziad better than the rest of us. All I'll say is that you're getting a husband who will ensure that life is never dull, and that he loves you very much, and that I wish you all the best for your new life together. They say marriage is a pure and simple thing. For example, if we look at our lovely bride, we can see that she is pure. And if we look at our... Okay. You're all probably wondering what the reason was for asking them to place one hand atop the other. It's alright, you can let go now. Ziad, I just thought you might like to know what it feels like to have the upper hand for the first few minutes of your marriage. And it just remains for me now to ask you to join us for the first of two toasts. This is to absent friends and family. There are many who cannot be with us today, though I know they wish they could be. So if you would be upstanding, you would charge your glasses and join me in a toast to absent friends and family. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to extend my congratulations to the happy couple. May good fortune smile on you both. Once more, ladies and gentlemen, would you charge your glasses? And would you join me in a toast to Mr. and Mrs. Haroon? Thank you.